Okay, so as you can see, the countdown is on. We have got stuff coming in here all the time, especially tanks, stands, canopies, in every type of style. We don't have much time left before Christmas because once we get into this roll and the week before Thanksgiving, things kind of roll pretty fast. So if there's something that you want to get, if there's something you want to wrap or special order or surprise that special someone, now is the time to start thinking about it because we've got to get it built or put together or ordered because it's gonna go fast now. This is the beginning of the weekly update. I'm Chuck Mayer, your host. We are gonna go through the new fish that came in. We're gonna go through the new dry goods that came in and whatever else I can think of to cram into this video. So thank you all for watching. Let's get started. First on my Christmas list, and the one that you might want to consider, is the simplicity of wrapping a very cool box to put under a tree and giving someone you love or someone you know a saltwater aquarium. There is no cheaper way to get somebody into keeping a little tank of Nemos, clownfish, a reef tank, than the 32 BioCube. We talk about it a lot, and I know I beat it into the ground, but it is our #1 selling item here at Fishy Business. And the reason is simple: they work. They're effective, and it's a great fish tank you can actually stick under the tree in wrapping paper. So you may definitely want to talk to someone here when you come in, even take a cursory glance, because the LED BioCube 32 gallons is a really cool startup tank for anyone that's ever been interested in saltwater but doesn't want to spend a lot of money. It is very price friendly. We are very competitive with it. And you definitely want to check the website at Fishy Business SC for special sales on this particular piece. So that's the #1 thing I want to talk about at the beginning. Let's go into the main store and see what else is going on. 10-gallon prepackaged freshwater aquarium. This is a great place to start. Easily wrappable, as you can see, not very big. Fits under a Christmas tree, perfect. So if you've got anybody that you're thinking very young, wants to get started in the hobby, just keep a few fish, this is a great way to do it. We'll have 20 gallons in prepackaged the same way next week, but the 10 gallons are in, under 75 bucks. Great, it's almost a stocking stuffer, it's so cheap. Okay, so it looks a little different than last week, huh? Thank you to everyone who has donated, brought in food, brought in anything for our drive. Again, we've got 1 week. We got 7 days exactly left. Okay, so one thing that we have not had in stock in a very, very long time are bristleworm traps. A lot of you have asked periodically about them. The main manufacturer took them off the market, but somebody new is producing them now. They're not very expensive, but they are fantastic. The bristleworm goes in to eat the food that you put on the inside and can't get back out. So it's a great way to remove problem bristleworms from your reef tank, anything that might be attacking or hurting your corals. I have a lot of these in service. They do work. So you may want to kind of check that out when you're in here next time. Having gotten that out the way, let's get on to the weekly update. All right, so we're starting in saltwater today, and the first thing on the list are cleaner shrimp. We haven't been getting any large size cleaner shrimp in a while. Can't emphasize how much of these make an aquarium, even if the only thing you've got in your aquarium are a pair of clownfish. Lots of personality, they stay out, they'll actually jump out and clean you. As you can see, they're not afraid of anything. They're even making sure I'm parasite free. Cleaner shrimp are just some of the coolest things you can have in a saltwater tank. They're very inexpensive for what they are. And I've got large ones this week, as you can see. Who doesn't love a cluster of firefish? Definitely I love a cluster of firefish. These are great fish. As I talked about last week with the pajama cardinals, when you group a lot of these together in a tank, man, do they make a statement. Very soft pastel colors on a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful fish. Great for any reef tank. They'll tend to occupy one particular part of the tank instead of swimming all over it, which again makes them a really cool grouping of fish to have in a tank. There's very, very few fish that you can school together in saltwater successfully in smaller than, let's say, a 200-gallon tank. These are one of those that you can get away with. This little guy's coming right in because he is being left out of the shot. But firefish are great. Anything that's you know, under 30 bucks that has that much color, that much personality, man, you got to check them out when you come in. Okay, what you're looking at now are the Wheeler Eye or the Wheeler's Prong gobies. Really cool, beautiful gobies. candy striped red with little spots on them. They're a great shrimp goby. They're very cool personal gobies. Mandarins are back in stock this week. Probably the most beautiful saltwater fish. Yes, it could be argued. Phenomenal size came in. I got 4 of these this week, so hopefully we can at least meet the demand until the weekend. So as soon as you see these, I would definitely check up and put one of these in your stocking. Really, really beautiful fish. Fantastic. We have the food for them too. Hard to beat a mandarin dragonet if you've got a reef tank. Okay, the Melanurus wrasse. As beautiful as they come, in my opinion, the best saltwater fish for the money. These guys will go in a host of different types of environments. They mix well with a lot of different types of saltwater fish, so compatibility is very, very good. And where are you gonna get red and yellow and blue and green and purple all on one fish as inexpensive as the Melanurus wrasse is? Plus, it does a great job of eating flatworms. It will eat bristleworms as it's one of the chorus wrasses. Just a super, super fish, and we have a couple of them this week. Small regal blue tangs came in this week, and they're staying out so we can see them. Perfect size. This is a really good size to put in any tank. They're just young enough. They haven't been in the ocean that long. They've got good weight for their size, so it's a great size and time to start a really, really cool fish. Also in there, as you move around, you'll see the queen angel and you'll see the emperor angel. And you can also in the back corner see the copper band butterfly. We got all these, just got put in right now. Gracie's been working hard, and I want to show you a couple other things. Right above them is the chocolate tang. Chocolate, obviously, because of the dark lines on the body and in and around the eye, but it is a very soft fish. Great fish all the way around. You'll also notice we got in a copper band. He just got put in, but if you're looking for a butterfly to eat Aptasia, this is the one. Okay, so moving on to freshwater, I've got my handy dandy little list here from Kitty Cat. Thank you, Cat. Let's look at the freshwater fish, and let's start with discus. Okay, so the discus just came in. These came in from someone's personal account. We always love it when that happens because we know that they're healthy, they've been fed for a long time. Those kinds of fish are gonna have better color, and I've got them right now. Tiger shovel-nosed catfish. Somebody asked about it last week, and I can't remember who, but I promised that I would get them if I could, and I've got one. So the tiger shovel nose. Guys, this little puppy gets very, very large, and he'll eat anything he can swallow. But man, he's a fantastic statement maker in a tank with larger fish, i.e. South American, Central American cichlids, large severums, large geophagus. This would be a great fish. Really cool, really different, and beautiful to look at. One of the most beautiful fish, I think, in the freshwater hobby is the red tail catfish. Yes, its tail gets red over time. It is a super, super beautiful fish. I'm gonna try to he wants to stay next to the top because he wants out. This also gets very, very large and will eat anything he can swallow. And he'd probably like to swallow these Serpe tetras right about now. But it is a very beautiful fish, always popular and high in demand. And I've got him this week and at a really, really cheap price for what typically is a much more expensive fish. Fine spotted gold nugget plecos are in this week. We're working now to try to build up our plecostomus. You saw the L129s last week. I still think I have 1 or 2 of those, and I got the fine spot gold nugget this week. Not a super, super expensive pleco, but a very beautiful pleco for the money. Obviously, you can see on camera what a statement maker it is. This gets a little bit bigger bodied. Really, really beautiful pleco. I don't know, maybe it's been 10 or 15 years since I've had them last, but these are South American pufferfish. Ryan was really, really excited about them today. He hasn't released them for sale. He wants to watch them for a couple of days, but by the time you see this video, they should be available. Don't see these very often. Definitely don't see these this small very often. True freshwater puffer from South America. Really, really cool. Okay, German black rams this week. I showed these last week, and it's pretty rare. I don't like to show the same fish 2 weeks in a row, just so you can see some different things, but man, these are so cool. Not all of them sold last week, so if you didn't see them last week, I want you to have a chance to see them again. Beautiful in a small tank. Turquoise highlights all throughout the body, spots on the caudal tail, and just a rich black cool ram. These are just fantastic. The Royal Pleco, promising to show more Plecos. This is a head-heavy Pleco. By that I simply mean that it has a very large head with a stubbly little body and a big pronounced caudal tail. This is a really cool statement maker Pleco that's not super expensive. If you like having odd and different Plecos, the Royal Pleco is a very, very cool one to have. It's just got a lot of cool markings on the body. It typically, as you can see, stays out. It doesn't really hide a lot, and it gets a serious size, and it eats algae really well. So I mean, it's just all over. It's a fantastic Pleco. So if you want a statement maker Pleco, we love these. Okay, clown knife. What is there to say? Very, very cool, odd fish. Looks just like its namesake. Looks like a knife. It's a really, really cool fish to have in a species tank where you have lots of different things, lots of oddball type fish. I would always kind of put it semi-aggressive. It is somewhat predatory. It does get large, but it is a really, really, really cool and different fish. Not very expensive. All in all, really cool. You know I'm going to show rainbows when we have nice ones, and today is no exception. New Guinea red rainbows came in. Lots of different red type colors. I don't think any two fish have the same markings. This is a really, really pretty group of fish that are only going to get prettier in your tank. Check out these peacocks. Gorgeous color on what I would say are fairly small to medium fish. Electric purples, electric oranges, pinks, just all over. If you've got an African cichlid tank and you want a wow color, this is where you start. Small Frontosas. Everybody loves fronts. If you've got a Tanganyika tank or building a really cool African cichlid tank like that, obviously these are very small. They will get way larger over time, but these fronts are fantastic. They're at a great price. They're small, and this is a good time to get them. Okay, so large lionhead ranchus came in this week. I want to show these just because of the cool gelatinous mantle all the way around the head. Every single one of these fish is different. If you're a goldfish enthusiast, you'd be hard-pressed to find something cooler in our goldfish department this week. These are all really healthy, beautiful, and they're just super cool. Okay, so while we were going to film the outro, we had a customer walk in, and now he's part of our parting shot. So all I want to say as we end the video is please keep bringing the food in. We've almost got a 210-gallon tank filled up because of this guy. Next week, you're going to see him take all of this stuff to Oliver Gospel Mission. This is one of the coolest things I think we've ever done. And Richard, do you have anything to add to it?
We've only got 7 more days and not enough entries. Y'all need to come in and put some stuff down.
Yeah, it's an easy win. Customer that just walked in, do you have anything parting thoughts?
I love these guys. I love their efforts. I love how they're reaching out to the community. Come in, join the family.
Okay, you can't pay for this stuff. I'll see you next week. God bless. Have a great week.